Hi, it's Kay here, and today I wanted to address a concern that a couple of people have contacted me about, and it's all about those scary dreams, especially when in the dream, the person who's dreaming it dreams that they killed somebody, or they robbed a bank, or they did something that is totally out of character of how they see themselves in real life. And the first thing I want to say to anybody who has a dream like that is don't worry. If you, for example, dreamt that you murdered somebody, it does not mean that in real life you're going to go and murder somebody. So I just want to get that really clear from the start. It is not about what you are going to do in real life. The dream is about that part of you that you might not be really comfortable with or aware of. So let's say that we've got somebody, and let's call her Jill. And Jill says to me, Kay, I'm really scared because a couple of nights ago I dreamt that I murdered my father or I killed my father. And does that mean that I'm going to kill my father in real life? So as I said, no. So no, Jill, you're not going to kill your father in real life. Let's look at what your dream is trying to tell you. So seeing that Jill identified her father as the person that she killed in real life, I would say to Jill, okay, Jill, let's look at your father. How would you describe your father? And Jill says, oh, well, he's very controlling. When I was growing up, he wanted to know what I was doing, when I was doing it, why I was doing it. I felt like he wanted to control every aspect of my life. And I said, okay, so how else would you control your father? He's angry. He always feels like he's angry and he could erupt at any time. And in fact, I was quite scared of him sometimes. So he's scary. So, okay. So Jill so far has said that her father's controlling, he's angry, he's scary. And if I was working with Jill, I'd probably go into this in a bit more detail. But I'm going to stop there because we've got 3 descriptions of her father. And in her dream, she was killing her father, and therefore what's happening is that she is killing the part of him that she identifies with as having those aspects that she's not real comfortable with. So Jill is not comfortable with her father because he's very controlling. He wants to be in control of every little thing. Also, he's quite angry and she's scared that he could erupt at any time, and that makes him scary. Now, those are things that for ourselves we probably would not want to have. But what I'm going to say to Jill is there a part of you that you're scared of that is too controlling, or that gets angry, or that's sometimes a bit scary? And in most instances when I'm talking to people, I find that they will say yes. They will say, yes, there is a part of me that is controlling. I find that I want to be aware and be in control of every part of my life. And yes, I do get angry. And sometimes I feel like I get so angry that I'm scared I'm just going to explode. And when I do that, I know that I'm scary. And so then the thing is about this dream, it could be that in the dream, Jill is trying to kill off, if you like, these parts of herself that are controlling, angry, and scary. So in her dream world, she saw them in her father. In her world, they are also parts of herself. So her dream is saying, okay, This angry, controlling, scary part of you, you need to look at it. You need to work out how you can turn those into something different. And the something different could be, if somebody was very controlling, I'd say to Jill, okay, so what would you see as the opposite of very controlling? And Jill might say, well, maybe the opposite is being free and easy, not worried, just letting things happen. And I would say, wow, that looks great. So instead of being controlling, you could be free and easy, not really worried about anything, letting things happen and letting go of that very controlling part. And she says, yeah, I could do that. So how could you, if we looked at the angry, what's the opposite of angry? What could you do differently than being angry? And the first thing she says is not angry. Okay, so let's find out more about that. What is somebody, or who is somebody who's not angry? And she might say, well, if they're not angry, they're probably calm. And I say, great, Jill. So if you're not angry, you're calm. You could let go of that anger. You could kill off, if you like, because that's the word she used, that angry part of herself, and get to know the part of herself that's not angry, the part of her that's calm. And by now, Jill is nodding her head and saying, yeah, I can see that. So let's look at the scary part. So Jill, what is the opposite of being scared? And she might say, well, somebody who isn't scared. And I'd say, yes, so tell me more about somebody who isn't scared. And the person, she tells me, okay, well, the person who isn't scared is confident. Great. So how could you, Jill, how could you be more confident in your life? And she looks at me and she says, well, that's a really hard one for me. And I say, yeah, I know it's really hard. In your dream, you needed to kill off that scary part. So how could you bring in being more confident? What do you need to do in your life to have more confidence, to believe in yourself more? And Jill says, oh, okay, yes, I do need to do that more. And I say, yep, that's something that we can actually work on together. So we've gone from Jill at the beginning feeling really scared and upset about the fact that she was killing her father in the dream. We then looked at, okay, instead of looking at it that you're killing your father, let's look at who your father is, or what are his characteristics that you in your dream felt like that you needed to get rid of. And so the first one Jill came up with was her father was very controlling. And we looked at that and we identified that the opposite to being very controlling is being free and easy, being not worried about things so much, just letting things happen. The next one we looked at is what is the opposite of angry? And Jill said not angry or being calm. And being calm is almost like not letting things get to you. And then the last thing was scary. And the opposite to scary for Jill was being confident and believing in self. So as part of working with Jill, we would both work together to really go into finding these parts of herself, letting herself be welcoming of that part of herself that is confident, that believes in herself, that's not worried about things, that just lets things happen a bit, that they're calm. And by doing that, by bringing those parts of herself in and acknowledging, as she did at the beginning, she said, yes, there are times when I'm very controlling, but the dream's saying, look, you don't have to be very controlling. You can do something different. You can just let things happen as they need or want to happen. The dream also told her, yes, there's going to be times you're angry, and that's okay, but you don't have to always be angry. You can choose to be calm and to not let that anger overwhelm you so you feel like you can't control it. And then the last one, it being scary, and that can happen along with the anger, is to actually be confident in what you're doing and believing in yourself. So the next job that Jill actually has is to take on those parts of herself so that she is not needing to kill off anything in her dreams, including her father. So bottom line is, killing her father was her way of going deep and finding those parts of herself that were similar to her father's, not letting them take over, but looking at how she could do them differently and be the person she wants to be the person that the dream is telling her about. So we don't have to get scared of our scary dreams. We can take on those scary dreams and realize that a scary dream is actually a dream that needs to be unfolded. Nothing scary about it once you start going deep, finding the meaning behind it, embracing it so that it no longer controls you. You are in control of yourself, who you are, by embracing all those parts of yourself, including those bits that are a bit scary. So, hope you found this useful. As I said, a scary dream has a lot of information in it. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it paralyze you, but go into the dream and find the meaning behind it. If you liked this video and found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe below so that you don't miss out on any more videos. And if you've got any questions or comments, comment below. And if you'd like to work together on one of your dreams or a part of a dream, or to draw out your dreams and your goals, click the link below, hop onto a session, and I'd love to see you there. In the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.